It's another Power 98.3FM.com exclusive.
We're here with 50. I'm live. We're in Phoenix, and 50's about to hit the stage. You need no introduction, so I'm going to get right into it. On your site today, this is 50.com. Nicki Minaj versus Lil Kim.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that from 50's perspective?
Well, I mean, I think there's other things that's irritating Kim outside of Nicki Minaj just having momentum with new artists. It doesn't offend artists to establish themselves long before that, but it's obviously that there was some, she was inspired by some of Kim's.
Right.
But that's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's not. I mean, who hasn't been inspired by somebody else?
You know, and it's not a whole lot of female artists that you can make reference to.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see those little influences even stronger in her actual character. And I think she's hot. I think she's got a good little thing going right now as far as Nicki Minaj is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's probably a little more irritating to see Puffy stand
Oh, yeah,
next
that's
to Nicki
right.
Minaj.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, and for him to say that Ross reminds him of Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's desperation on his part.
Yeah.
Because his music sucks, right?
That's what I was going to ask you. I was like,
That's
hello,
the
good
truth.
morning, Dirty Money, that whole thing. Like,
it's bad. So he got to kind of stay as close as he can to something else that has some momentum for it to be alright.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to turn it into his old crew.
mm-hmm. And it's not comparable.
It's not. It's not the same thing, but you know.
But the younger generation probably don't know any better. You know what I mean? So to them, it's new to them.
And the other artists kind of have a specific. They got cool in their own little pockets.
Mm-hmm.
So like he making himself cool to the people that they actually that like them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it beats blank. You know, from a business perspective, it's probably one of the coolest moves he made that isn't really cool for hip hop.
Yeah. Cool for hip hop detox. Everybody asks you, what do you know about that since you're cool with Dre? What I want to know about, like 10 minutes ago, they said Recovery leaked. Eminem. What are we looking forward to on that album?
I have no idea.
You haven't heard it?
As anxious to hear it as everybody else. Because Relapse, when he did Relapse 2. You know, the same time frame. And then I had recorded for the Relapse 2, so we made music that we planned to put out. And then afterwards, I don't think he liked the response to it. So it made him just reassess what he wanted to do with the next album. And he scrapped it, Relapse 2, and then he went to Recovery. So we'll see what happens.
Now you kind of on your own recovery after those crazy pictures came out that you dropped mad weight. And you said liquid diet, 9 weeks, you said?
Yeah, it's pretty tough. You know, but I was focused because I had committed to the actual project.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really relevant project from my perspective. Like, I believe 1 out of 8 million people in the world actually die of some sort of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And the character that I'm playing actually passes away. A friend of mine, a close friend growing up, he passed away from cancer. So that's why I committed to the actual idea and I did it.
Mm-hmm. And the movie's called Things Fall Apart. And I'm hoping, considering how close you are to the role and you have personal experience, you went through all that to drop the weight, that your acting is way better than Common and Just Right. Because that shit was borderline hurtful.
You thought so?
Yeah, and you look real skinny too.
I thought it was pretty good though. You know, but I'm a fan of.
And I love Common, but that was.
Yeah, and I like the Love and Basketball.
Mm-hmm.
With Snide.
Yeah, that was good.
You know,
that was good.
And to me, that was like a modern version of it with more, like it had the NBA in it and really cool cameos from other professional athletes.
Yeah, well, who was in there? What's your name? With the big shoulders. Dwight Howard. Yeah. I'm always like the dude with the big arms.
Superman.
Yeah, well, you were doing that fast and you were doing the liquid and you just missed chewing. I did it fast for 10 days and I was dying.
Like after like the 3rd week, I kind of hit a wall. It was crazy. I felt like I just wanted to eat everything that was around, and then I started reading from other talented actors that have been in positions where they made the physical transformation. I would start reading the interviews, you know, just to see what they were saying, like their experience. Like I'm like, they really doing this shit? Like this is crazy. Like it was so hard that I was reading what De Niro was saying when he did Raging Bull, and then Tom Hanks during Philadelphia, and Christian Bale during The Machinist. And it kind of inspired me to actually stay focused on the project.
See, that's like some real deep stuff. you know, when I was doing my fast, I did a 10-day cleanse. It was no food, just liquid, same thing. And Rev Run was in studio, and he was like, well, I did it for 40 days, so you're going to be all right. And I was like, okay, I'll hang in there. And I do this thing called food porn. And any artists that come in, I just be like, just tell me what you ate today. And tell it to me real slow. And I felt like, yeah, okay. And Lady Gaga, I was like, what'd you eat? She was like, fluffy eggs out there with the real fluffy. Like, what kind of cheese did you have? And she was just explaining it to me. It became up this whole food porn bit, like, just to get through, like, being hungry every day. Even my partner, he was still eating. And that's hard, too, right? When people are around you eating and stuff.
Yeah,
I was just like, let me smell it. It felt like I was eating it.
Could you imagine being stuck on a tour bus with them?
Oh, and all
There's
those
food
dudes.
everywhere. There's food there. You still just go upstairs and close the door. But yeah, in the UK, they got like the tour buses with 2 levels. So I just open it, close the door, stay in there.
You haven't toured here in the U.S. in 3 years. Why is that?
Well, because I've been focusing on strengthening my international presence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the music, to me, it's a bigger significance for them to embrace you worldwide than it is for you to just stay local here. Because a guy that has a song that plays on the radio will be considered hot for the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like
it's just one, and then you may never see him again, but he's hot at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And internationally, you have to have your portfolio of hit records over a time period will command them actually calling, paying the money to bring you out. You know, they're not gonna call you for one song.
Right. Cause you're in Phoenix, I gotta ask you. I don't know if you follow the news much, but I gotta ask you about SB 1070. Do you have a stance on that whole situation with everybody boycotting Arizona and doing shows here and stuff like that because of the bill?
Well, you know, I'm not boycotting anyone. You know, like a lot of people, I guess, I don't know really, like that. I don't know what my actual position on that is, but I know I'll perform whenever people want to be entertained by my material. And I've been pretty much, hey, I'm in Baku, I'm next to Afghanistan.
Oh wow.
On the UK tour, so I don't really have an area where I'll go and where I won't go. It's just scheduling and timing. And I'd like to say I've been everywhere, period. At the end of me actually traveling to perform.
All right, for the ladies, is 50 single?
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you,
Come get it.
Out of these 3 ladies, who's most likely to be the next baby mama if you had to choose? Lady Gaga, Minaj, or Miley Cyrus?
Wow.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one, man. Yeah, I think you got me this time.
Just say Lady Gaga. It won't matter.
I take Miley Cyrus. I'll just wait.
You give me some time until she's old enough?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll be patient.
Alright, it's Lady Law, 50, Phoenix. I appreciate you taking the time out.
Another Power 98.3FM.com exclusive.